What's up, all my Ewoks, triples, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 3. Now, in case you guys missed my last video, I did a review of Episodes 1 and 2. Those will be linked below down in the description of this video, along with everything else that I show or talk about in this video. Just a little note to if you guys are new here, I am suffering from chronic tonsillitis. I get tonsillitis at least once or twice a year for the past 2 decades, so it's something that I just have to live with. But I apologize for my voice being a little bit, annoying and sounding under the weather. I'm already through the thick of it, so I'm on the recovery process right now. So hopefully by the time I make another video, my voice will be back to normal. But so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this episode. The episode starts off immediately where it left off last week with Kenobi, realizing that Anakin is alive and is Darth Vader, which I made statements about that on Twitter and people lost their goddamn minds. Listen, guys, Vader has been Vader, or Anakin has been Vader for 10 fucking years. I would understand if this was maybe at tops a year after Revenge of the Sith took place, but it's not. It's been over 10 years. If you didn't watch Revenge of the Sith and you didn't see Obi-Wan see the security hologram where he, the Emperor basically says, rise Lord Vader, and he saw that Anakin was Darth Vader, and Darth Vader has been running the fucking galaxy alongside the Emperor. I mean, if you didn't watch Revenge of the Sith, I understand you didn't know, but come on. There is no way in hell that Obi-Wan Kenobi didn't know that Anakin as Darth Vader has been alive and running the fucking show. And for them to assume that you didn't know that, that's Lucasfilm and Disney saying that you are too dumb to understand the way that Star Wars works. And then people are arguing that, oh, he lives in a cave. It's like, you do realize that he still has to keep tabs on everything to make sure that Luke Skywalker is safe, right? He obviously knows who Sith Inquistors are, so he would fucking know that Darth Vader is around and running the show. And then there was people going, Grandma Talkin is in charge, da, da, da. You do realize that he's like replaceable, right? That Darth fucking Vader will strangle you and kill you if you don't do the things the way that he wants it to be done. So all of the Moffs, they're interchangeable. All of the freaking admirals, they're dispensable. It doesn't fucking matter. It's him and the Emperor. If you don't understand that, then I'm sorry, you don't really know how Star Wars works. And that's not me trying to insult any of you, that's just me stating facts. Now, as far as the rest of the episode goes, Reva is trying to find Obi-Wan Kenobi and calling Darth Vader and, doing all the things. Obi-Wan escaped with Leia. They're on this one planet that I guess the Empire has some kind of mining facility. And, of course, things go the way that you think they're going to go. It's like, oh, they're all safe, and then it's not. It's a bad guy. And then they get to this one city where they find this one lady, the chick from Game of Thrones that was Oberyn's girlfriend. I can't remember her name right now, but she was a spy, an infiltrator in the Empire, and she helps Jedi escape, and she's helped many Jedi escape, and she's like, oh yeah, we never see them anymore once we help them, but we help them escape. And she takes them to this one place where there's this one tunnel that's going to lead them to this one ship, but then Darth Vader shows up. Vader fucking shows up, and he starts killing everyone in the town because he's looking for Kenobi. And this is the point where I'm like, mofos. Anakin fucking Skywalker, Darth Vader, is one of the most powerful beings with the Force to ever fucking live. You're telling me he's standing 10 feet away from his fucking old apprentice, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and his daughter, and he doesn't sense it? Well, the whole thing with his daughter and Leia and whatnot, and how he couldn't sense her in A New Hope, yeah, okay, whatever. I think that's just because Lucas retconned things after the fact and whatnot. But, anyways, you're telling me with the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing that he wouldn't sense that Obi-Wan Kenobi is standing 10 fucking feet away from him? Give me a fucking break. That's not how Star Wars works. Also, they got his costume wrong. They got it's like, you guys get into it and into cosplay, or if you really like the costuming of Star Wars, there's little changes that they make to Vader's suit in each episode, and this is just kind of like a weird amalgamation of all three of them. I don't know. I wasn't digging it. The helmet, when it shows it because in the beginning of the episode, they show him, like, getting the helmet put on and whatnot. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't get that feeling like, oh, yay, it's Darth Vader. It's my favorite Star Wars character, because he is. Darth Vader is my favorite Star Wars character. I honestly just got that pit in the bottom of my stomach, like, how the fuck are they gonna fuck up Darth Vader? And then they do! So Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight, and Obi-Wan is a total fucking bitch. Obi-Wan leaves Leia with the random chick that he just met in the cave. Then the lady in the cave decides, let me also leave Leia in the cave, and let me go help Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight, and I'm just like, okay, I get that he hasn't used his powers, his Force powers in a minute, but that doesn't make Obi-Wan completely incompetent as a fighter and as a fucking Jedi. I mean, when he shows up with Darth Vader in A New Hope, he's an old man that hasn't been using the Force in a long time. He's completely different. This is bitch Kenobi. This is not Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was one of the worst fight scenes I've ever fucking seen. Like, ever. And it was between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. How do you fuck this shit up? And Darth Vader's, like, using the Force to hold Obi-Wan Kenobi in the air, and I'm like, why didn't he do that before? Right? Well, why the fuck didn't Darth fucking Vader do that before when he was fighting and when he got burned? This is not the same fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. I get it. It's been 10 years. But I'm sorry, even if it's been 10 years since you rode a fucking bicycle, you don't forget how to ride a fucking bicycle. You might fall over once, but you get the hang of it pretty quick. And considering Obi-Wan Kenobi was a fucking Jedi his entire fucking life, and he was fighting and using the Force his entire fucking life, you're telling me because he took a little break that all of a sudden he lost all of that? Bullshit. And especially when his life depends on it, when Leia's life depends on it, all of a sudden he forgot everything and he's a total fucking bitch. Like, I don't think they understand. By making Obi-Wan look like a bitch, that doesn't make Darth Vader look cooler. And Darth Vader just toying with Obi-Wan Kenobi? I mean, come on. And then Darth Vader gets all this fire, and he sets off all this fire, and he drags Obi-Wan Kenobi through it because he's going to make Obi-Wan Kenobi burn like he did. It's not even, like, menacing. It's just kind of pathetic. It's like, really, Vader? That's what you're going to do? I don't know. Be a little bit more sinister. I don't know, a little bit more like Darth fucking Vader. But then get this, guys. So the one random lady that was from Game of Thrones that took him in the tunnel, and he left the tunnel to go fight Vader so that way they could have a fighting chance instead of just all getting to the ship and making sure Leia was safe. He left Leia, then she left Leia, and then guess what? Reva shows up. She finds the tunnel that nobody else can find. She sees all the writing on the walls from all the other Jedi, and then she goes in the tunnel. Now, take in mind, for like half this episode, Princess Leia has been running down this fucking tunnel. Princess Leia finally gets to the end of the tunnel, and guess who's there? Fucking Reva. Apparently, even though they didn't show any breaks in this tunnel, it just seemed to be a one-shot, a one-way tunnel, somehow the spy lady went past Reva. Reva didn't see her. This is when you would need to show different, like, directions in this tunnel, which they didn't do, for it to make sense. But somehow, Leia's been running down this tunnel the entire episode, and Reva is at the end. And Reva killed the guy that flies the ship that Obi-Wan and Leia were supposed to be on to escape. And then the episode ends with Leia running away from Reva, and I'm assuming Reva's gonna catch her, unless it happens like in the one episode where Princess Leia just runs away from full-grown adults and they just run into branches and stuff, which I don't think that they're gonna do that to Reva. I'm pretty sure she's gonna capture her, and then Leia, in the next episode, I guarantee you this is gonna happen. She's gonna be talking to her and having a heart-to-heart, and she's gonna get through to Reva, because yay, Princess Leia and Reva. Which, it's like, Critical Drinker had a great tweet. It's like Disney did the unthinkable, or like the unimaginable. They made Princess Leia unlikable. She is like such an annoying little child. And they keep like making odes to like, oh, she reminds Obi-Wan of Padme. And there's this whole thing where she's like, you knew my mommy. Are you my real daddy? And he's like, no. He's like, I wish I was your dad, but no, I'm not your dad. And it's like, playing into that terrible fan fiction. And then also he reveals to her that, like, he was taken when he was a child by the Jedi, and that he has glimpses of, like, his mother and his father, and that he had a baby brother. So Disney's gonna introduce his baby brother. That'll be great, won't it? That'll be peachy. But yeah, so that was the episode. And like it says here in my tweet, episode 3 should have been titled How to Destroy Obi-Wan, Vader, and A New Hope in 45 minutes or less, because that's what happened. Well, everyone, that's about as much as I can talk right now. My voice is really giving out. I really appreciate everyone that left me, comments on my last review with kind words and, like, hoping that I feel better. I really, really appreciate it. I hate being sick, and this tonsillitis just, it fucking sucks, man. I don't wish it upon anyone. But, it is what it is. You gotta, you play the cards you're dealt, right? But anyways, everyone, that was the episode. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. My channel is shadowbanned, so every like, comment, share really, really helps my channel and the algorithm and fighting the YouTube overlords. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
Also, guys, I have a Twitch channel where I play video games like Elden Ring and KOTOR, as well as an Instagram where I post photos from my recent cosplay escapades. If you guys aren't following me on either of those, go do so now. The link is in the description of this video. And just in case if you guys are interested in my art, I have an art Instagram as well where I post all of the time-lapse videos from my recent project, the Eye project, as well as other projects that I've worked on if you scroll down further. And if you're interested in purchasing some prints of my art or stickers or bookmarks and stuff like that, any kind of merchandise that I make based on the stuff that I paint, you guys can go over to my Etsy. It's the Art of Anna TSWG. Everything, again, that I've showed you will be linked down below in the description of this video. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.